Imagine walking into a bustling market. The air is thick with the scent of fresh baked goods, crisp vegetables, and handmade preserves. You look around, and there's something different about the people behind these goods. They don't just sell food, they sell a story, a way of life that has been perfected for centuries. But there's a secret behind their success, how they do it, how they stay true to their values, and why they are thriving in a world of mass production and fast food. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into how the Amish sell their food at markets. It's not just about trading goods. It's about sustaining traditions, building trust, and creating connections in a way that has remained unchanged for generations. But it's also about surviving in a fast-paced world that often forgets what really matters. Stick with me, because you'll be amazed by what you'll learn about commerce, community, and the heart of the Amish way of life. A peaceful, rural landscape, horse-drawn buggies, fields of golden corn swaying in the breeze, and small communities built on faith and family. The Amish live in a world where simplicity reigns and time moves at its own pace. But behind this serene backdrop, there's a powerful and profitable market system in motion. In every Amish community, local markets are the lifeblood of commerce. These markets are far from ordinary. They are a reflection of the values the Amish hold dear. They're not just selling food, they're nurturing relationships, preserving their culture, and ensuring their survival in an ever-changing world. But what makes their approach so unique? And why are more and more people flocking to these markets for a taste of something different? To understand how the Amish sell their food, we must first understand the foundation of their approach. The Amish are known for their unwavering commitment to simplicity. Unlike modern supermarkets with their aisles full of mass-produced products, Amish food markets are rooted in tradition, quality, and authenticity. Amish farmers and artisans don't just grow food, they grow relationships. They cultivate trust with every handshake and sell more than just ingredients. They offer a piece of their lifestyle. Their food is a reflection of years of dedication, without the need for chemicals, preservatives, or shortcuts. But what's the catch? How can something so simple stand out in today's crowded market? Well, here's where it gets really interesting. The answer lies not in what they sell, but in how they sell it. Let's dig deeper. Amish markets aren't just places of exchange. They're social hubs where every sale is part of a larger story. The process begins long before the market opens. Amish families wake up before dawn, handpicking the freshest produce, baking bread from scratch, and preserving fruits and vegetables without any artificial additives. When it's time to head to the market, there's no flashy advertising or billboards, just the promise of quality and craftsmanship. The Amish understand something many businesses forget. People don't just buy products, they buy experiences. At the heart of the Amish food selling strategy is personal interaction. No conveyor belts or digital checkouts. Every transaction is face-to-face, every product has a story, and every interaction leaves a lasting impression. But this personal touch isn't all they have going for them. There's something even more powerful behind their sales approach. Word of mouth, something that seems almost forgotten in today's world of paid ads and influencer marketing. But for the Amish, this is the true currency. When someone buys from an Amish market, they're not just getting food, they're getting an experience, and they're not shy about telling their friends and family. Because Amish communities are so tight-knit, recommendations carry weight. A satisfied customer isn't just a repeat customer. They become ambassadors for the product. Every sale is an opportunity to create a loyal following that grows exponentially. Think about this. In a world where trust is harder to come by, the Amish have mastered the art of making every transaction feel personal and authentic. But here's the catch. Without this trust, their whole system could fall apart. And that's something you'll want to understand if you're ever considering a similar approach to your own business. However, there's a price to pay for sticking to these values. In today's high-tech world, it's easier than ever to make a quick profit. But the Amish have chosen a different path, one that values integrity, family, and tradition above all else. The challenge? Competing with the speed, efficiency, and scale of modern businesses. To thrive, Amish farmers and market vendors have to work harder, longer, and more diligently than anyone else. They don't cut corners, they don't take shortcuts, and they never compromise on quality. But how do they manage to do it all? The answer is simple: dedication. But is that enough in the face of rising costs and changing market dynamics? Is it sustainable? Let's explore what happens when the pressures of the outside world push up against the walls of Amish values. Despite their aversion to modern technology, the Amish are not immune to the forces of change. Some Amish communities have embraced the power of social media, while others have expanded their reach by participating in larger regional markets. And some have even begun to use smartphones for practical purposes, without breaking their moral code. They've found ways to preserve their values while adapting to the needs of a modern world. And in some ways, this blend of tradition and adaptation is what has allowed them to continue thriving. They remain a powerful force in the marketplace, slowly growing, steadily building, and always staying true to their roots. But there's something else at play here. It's not just about adapting, it's about surviving. And that brings us to the big question. Can the Amish way of selling food continue to flourish in a world that's always pushing for more speed, more technology, and more convenience? Let's take a look at what the future holds for the Amish food market and why it's more important than ever. The future is uncertain for everyone, but the Amish are no strangers to perseverance. As the world shifts around them, they continue to sell food the way they've always done, slowly, carefully, and with great pride. In many ways, the way the Amish sell their food could offer valuable lessons to modern businesses struggling with the chaos of the digital age. It's not about being faster or bigger. It's about building something meaningful, something lasting. And while the Amish may not have all the answers, they've certainly tapped into something we could all learn from: the power of tradition, community, and authenticity. So, the next time you're at a local market, take a moment to reflect. What's behind the food you're buying? Is it just a product, or is it a story waiting to be told? We're almost there, but before we finish, let's look at one final piece of this puzzle. The real question is, what can we take away from the Amish way of selling food? The answer is simple: slow down. In our rush to succeed, we often forget what truly matters: relationships, authenticity, and trust. The Amish show us that business isn't just about numbers, it's about people. And when you connect with people on a deeper level, you create something much more powerful than just a transaction. You create a community. So if you're ever in a market and you meet an Amish vendor, remember that you're not just buying food, you're experiencing history, tradition, and the kind of connection we could all use more of today. Before we close, let's take a moment to reflect on something deeper. The Amish way of life is often seen as an anomaly in our modern world, a stark contrast to the hustle and bustle that many of us face daily. Yet, their simplicity is not a weakness. It's their strength. Their approach to food markets is a reminder that success doesn't always come from being the loudest or the fastest. Sometimes, it comes from being the most consistent, the most authentic, and the most human. Think about this. What would happen if we all took just a small step toward embracing this mindset? Maybe it's cooking a meal from scratch, supporting a local artisan, or simply taking the time to appreciate the journey behind the things we consume. Small actions, when done with intention, can ripple outward and create meaningful change, not just in our own lives, but in our communities as well. And here's the exciting part. You have the power to be part of this story. The choices we make every day, what we buy, who we support, and how we live, shape the world around us. But time is of the essence. Local markets and small-scale producers, including the Amish, face growing challenges from industrial agriculture and changing consumer habits. If we don't act now to support these vital traditions, they could fade away, taking with them the lessons they've quietly taught us for generations. So, I urge you, don't wait. Take a step today. Visit an Amish market, connect with a local farmer, or simply share this video to inspire someone else to make a difference. Together, we can help preserve not only their way of life, but also the values that make life truly meaningful. But this is just the beginning. There's so much more to uncover about the Amish, how they live, work, and thrive in a world that's constantly changing. And in the next video, we'll explore another fascinating aspect of their lives that you won't want to miss. As we've seen today, the Amish are more than just farmers or market vendors. They are stewards of a way of life that values quality over quantity, relationships over transactions, and purpose over profit. They teach us that even in the face of rapid change, it's possible to stay grounded in principles that withstand the test of time. But here's the thing. The world is changing faster than ever before. The pressures of modern agriculture, global competition, and shifting consumer habits are challenges even the Amish cannot completely escape. And yet, they persevere. Why? Because they focus on what's within their control, providing honest work, creating wholesome products, and building connections that transcend the marketplace. And that's a lesson we can all take with us. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a consumer, or simply someone trying to find meaning in a fast-paced world, there's something powerful about slowing down, doing things right, and staying true to what matters most. Now that you've learned how the Amish approach selling their food, I want to challenge you. How can you bring a bit of this wisdom into your own life? The next time you shop for groceries, consider visiting a local farmer's market. Look for quality over convenience. Start a conversation with the people who grow your food. Take a moment to appreciate the effort and care behind every item on your plate. If you're a business owner, think about how you can apply these timeless principles to your own work. Build trust with your customers. Focus on relationships, not just profits. Create something worth sharing, not just for the moment, but for the long term. And if this story resonated with you, don't let it stop here. Share this video with someone who could benefit from a reminder of what truly matters. Let's keep the conversation going about how we can slow down, reconnect, and build a better future together. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If you found value in this journey, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more stories that inspire and challenge us to think differently. Together, we can explore the ways we can live more intentionally, more authentically, and, like the Amish, more meaningfully. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring stories. See you in the next video.